2 days off the gym. No injury, no reason, just life getting in the way. But for some people, that's enough to spiral. The mirror becomes an interrogation room. Every meal feels like a negotiation. And the anxiety quietly building in the background has nothing to do with laziness or dedication. It runs far deeper than that. Because this fear, this very specific, very consuming fear of losing muscle, isn't really about the muscle. And today, we're going to prove that. 1. The identity fusion trap. Psychologists call this identity foreclosure. When a person's entire sense of self becomes locked inside a single role or physical state. In the gym, it looks like someone who genuinely cannot answer, "Who are you?" without referencing how they train or how they look. The thought of losing muscle isn't just physical discomfort, it's an existential crisis. Their body isn't something they have, it's something they are. And when that thing feels threatened, the panic response is completely proportionate to the perceived threat, because to them, it's not muscle on the line, it's identity. 2. Control as a survival language. Many people who obsessively protect their physique grew up in environments where very little felt stable or controllable. Chaotic households, unpredictable caregivers, emotional instability. Psychology calls the resulting pattern compensatory control, the brain aggressively seizing dominance over anything it can manage. The body becomes that domain. Muscle mass becomes a scoreboard of control. Losing it, even slightly, triggers the same nervous system alarm that fired in childhood when the environment became unsafe. The gym isn't their hobby, it's their regulation system. 3. Earned safety and the fear of reversal. Psychologist Carol Dweck's research on effort-based identity reveals that people who believe their worth is earned through output live in constant fear of that output disappearing. In fitness, this means someone who fought hard to build their physique, often from a place of being small, weak, or bullied, unconsciously ties every pound of muscle to a unit of safety. Losing muscle, in their nervous system's language, means becoming vulnerable again. It means going back, and going back is not an option their brain is willing to consider. 4. Muscle as stored emotional labor. Every session someone like this has ever completed carried emotional weight far beyond the physical. They trained through breakups, job losses, identity crises, grief. Each workout was a deposit in an emotional bank account. So when muscle begins to fade, through illness, injury, or a missed week, it doesn't just feel like physical regression. It feels like losing the receipts, like the evidence of surviving hard seasons is being quietly erased. The loss of muscle triggers a mourning response, because the muscle itself was never just muscle. 5. Hypervigilance of the body. Trauma research consistently links early experiences of powerlessness to a heightened state of somatic hypervigilance, an obsessive, almost microscopic awareness of physical changes. In the gym community, this surfaces as someone who notices a 0.5% change in muscle definition and treats it like an emergency. Their mirror checks aren't vanity, they're threat assessments. The body was once a place where bad things happened to them without warning. Now they monitor it relentlessly, because catching the change early feels like the only form of protection available. Final thoughts. Here's what nobody tells you. The people most terrified of losing muscle are often the ones who worked the hardest to feel safe in their own skin. That fear isn't weakness, it's history. It's proof that what you built actually matters to you on a level most people never examine. If this video made you pause and think, that's not a coincidence. Hit subscribe, because this channel doesn't just talk about building a better body, it talks about understanding the mind that's been driving every single rep you've ever taken.